Good evening, parents, students, faculty, and fellow administrators. Welcome to our 2020 International Baccalaureate Program Senior Medallion Ceremony. On behalf of all of us at Gulliver who care so deeply about this program, and particularly these students, we honor for their work, scholarship, and commitment to higher academics. It is my pleasure to bring together this very special group of people who have consistently made our IB program one of the best in the world. A special thanks to our IB faculty, who will be recognized individually in just a bit, for their care and devotion of the program and of their students. I'm sorry we will not be able to hear the cheers of support that usually accompany their names being called at this event. This evening, we celebrate our seniors. It has been said frequently that this has been a strange and difficult year, and especially so for our seniors. Yet they have maintained and persevered to the last, and are so deserving of the recognition the medallions represent. Congratulations to all of you, and our thanks for ensuring that IB at Gulliver will stay strong no matter what the external world may throw in our way. Lastly, we also recognize that this program succeeds not just because of the efforts of a few, but because of the efforts of many. The IB is recognized as the most demanding program of study a young person can undertake. And though the effort on the part of the students is of the greatest importance, we believe that our consistent success over time is really the result of inspirational partnership of teachers that I have already mentioned and the support of our parents. So we thank and congratulate you as well. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our director of the IB program, Jan Patterson, to continue tonight's ceremony. Thanks for being here and enjoy the evening.
Seniors, you have finished every assessment and are ready to graduate. It will be sad for us to see you go, but as Dr. Seuss said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. In that spirit, tonight, we celebrate a true community effort that has gotten our students this far and helped in so many ways. I would like to recognize our guidance counselors and administration. Cliff Kling, President, Frank Steele, Head of Schools, Jonathan Schoenwald, Assistant Head of Schools 9 through 12, and Principal of the Prep, Melissa Sullivan, Miller Drive Campus Principal, Buddy Bales, Associate Principal, and Donna Lee, Assistant Principal. Every teacher holds cherished memories of each of his or her students. I can proudly say that I am lucky to act as the program's coordinator. We all have laughed and cried and invoked our secret word on several occasions. I'm also lucky to be surrounded by superior teachers, a terrific parent community, and innovative and supportive leaders. Marissa McManus has joined our team this year as my administrative assistant and is invaluable and a delight to work with. Andrew Woodbury and Lindy Barrett, CAS and extended essay coordinators, have been essential, and I often catch us having too much fun as we organize and plan. As I mentioned before, the heart and soul of the IB program is its teachers. Individuals who give so much of their time in and out of school to their students. We have a 94% passing rate on the full IB diploma, perhaps one of the highest passing rates in the world. The individuals who teach your sons and daughters are the most responsible for this success. Most importantly, what they teach their students goes beyond the textbook material. They teach persistence, dedication, and a love of learning. I would now like to recognize our teachers. Momoko Awe, Math Studies, Standard Level. Alina Amada, Math, Standard Level. Jerry Barreras, Dance, Standard Level. Lindy Barrett, Inquiry and Critical Writing, Years 1 and 2, Extended Essay Coordinator. Tim Belowski, English A, Literature, Higher Level. Karen Cateriano, Environmental Systems and Societies, Standard Level, and Biology, Standard Level. Zoe Chen, Chinese Ab Initio and Standard Level. Mario Cuevas, social and cultural anthropology, higher level and standard level. Michelle Diaz, physics, higher level and standard level. Jessica Fox, theater, higher level. Leith Hunt, theory of knowledge and history of the Americas, higher level and year 2 standard level. Chris Kahn, math studies, standard level. Michael Kokozis, global politics, years 1 and 2, higher level. Luis Fayad, physics 1, higher level. Alex Melchor, economics, year 1, higher level. Julio Melendez, math, higher level and standard level. Silvia Munoz Moll, Spanish A language and literature, year 1, higher level and standard level. Kirk Naveen, biology, years 1 and 2, higher level. Mirta Oramas, Spanish A, language and literature, year 2, higher level and standard level. And Spanish B language, higher level and standard level. Harold Ott, business management, standard level. Alice Pygot, French A, language and literature, years 1 and 2, higher level and standard level. French B language, higher level and standard level. Daniel Quitos, economics 2, higher level and economics standard level. Monica Rodriguez, information technology in a global society, standard level. Fabienne Rousseau, art, higher level and standard level. Paulo Rubio, Spanish, ab initio. Veronique Sumbu, French, ab initio. Tom Timko, psychology, higher level and standard level. And Andrew Woodbury, English, A, literature, year 2, higher level and CAS coordinator.
Good evening, I am Max Clivio. The International Baccalaureate program strives to create students who will be intellectual, well-rounded, globally aware, lifelong learners. In pursuit of this goal, IB has infused into its curricular structure CAS, which stands for Creativity, Activity, and Service, which ensures that students go beyond the classroom to foster self-actualization. We here at Gulliver are proud of our students' accomplishments in this area. Looking at the total picture, and although the accumulation of hours is not a student's priority, but rather the experience, our students truly excel. I am most proud to say that my senior class has donated over 20,000 hours of their time. Some of my personal tasks included volunteering for the American Friends of Jamaica Association, Baby Bulls, and also volunteering at the STEP Center in my hometown of Kingston, Jamaica. This upcoming fall, I will be attending Tufts University. To provide a stellar example in different facets of the IB program, I'd like to introduce a student who will be speaking tonight about her IB experience. I begin with Olivia Connor, who is representing creativity and will be attending Notre Dame in the fall.
Being a part of the International Baccalaureate program is more than being a member of a highly selective group of international students that study the same global concepts. It is a gateway to a community of forward-thinking individuals that are bound together by their passion for service and love for innovative education. I can confidently say that this program has profoundly shaped my outlook on our world and all of its workings. It has revealed the significance of being not only a student, but also a human being who is principled, an inquirer, open-minded, and balanced. These are the traits of the IB learner profile which have most stood out to me in my experience with the program. These are the values which will go beyond my high school years. They have become a part of my nature, and I inherently apply them in all of my encounters. IB has shown me the beauty of global connection and interdependence. The IB program has shown me that successes, failures, lessons, and interests come in all different shapes and sizes. IB has taught us to be open-minded and has unconsciously showed us the power of creativity. With open-ended projects, students wrote essays on their favorite rapper or most hated dictator. Others created presentations on controversies such as euthanasia or the legalization of marijuana. And students contributed to the well-being of their community through working with young children or senior citizens by teaching others to read or to play sports. All around, IB embodies the importance of creativity in all we do. It has encouraged me to pursue my passions and approach endeavors in my own fashion. Members of the IB community, from teachers to classmates, have motivated me to discover my interests and have pushed me to never give up on my seemingly faraway dreams. By the start of my senior year, I had already written 4 children's books on the topics of diversity, equity, justice, and inclusion. This project, which appeared to be something I could never accomplish, turned into a reality, and the published books are now used in over 30 schools in Miami-Dade County. And my story is just one example of how I creatively executed a project that I was passionate about. Above all, IB has taught me that everyone's path in life is different. And although our graduation marks our separation once again, we are now united by our experience in this program. Our creativity will work wonders and take us to unimaginable places. It will be the foundation of everything we learn and accomplish in our coming years. And no matter how far our creativity takes us, we know that the IB program will always hold an important place in our hearts. Our next speaker is Kiara Von Gerlach, who is representing Activity and will be attending Princeton University in the fall.
Thank you. I will forever be grateful that I was able to be part of the IB community at Gulliver. Not only has it expanded my connections internationally, but I have learned to think in new ways, techniques which are making me the critical thinker that I want to be throughout my life. The IB program allowed me to continue my studies in Miami while feeling the global connection of education that I had back home in Europe. The principle of unity and diversity that IB exposes me to has continued to have a profound impact on my life, including the activities I chose to conduct through CAS. The activity portion of CAS has allowed me to extend my daily activities into a meaningful experience with purpose. I've played tennis ever since I could remember, so naturally I joined the varsity tennis team at Gulliver as a 9th grader. However, it was not until I joined the IB program as a junior that I realized how I can use tennis to make me and the community around me better. As captain of the tennis team my junior year, I knew that we needed to work hard to win a state title, and the activity portion of CAS was the perfect way for me to achieve my goals. Using my past experiences and creating the same sense of unity that IB at Gulliver has shown me, I focus on the characteristics that make an IB learner and transfer them to the tennis court. By having multiple tennis and fitness practices a week, playing practice matches and real ones, we reached the moment that would determine if we achieved our goal of going to states. It was the final tiebreak of regional finals, and after 3 hours of playing in the sun, I was exhausted. However, by applying the same perseverance and dedication I used to complete my extended essay over 2 years, I pushed until I won the tiebreak as well. I know I would not have won the final match of regionals if it weren't for the lessons that the baccalaureate program has taught me. Working collaboratively with my teammates, persevering and committing to my goals, planning my weekly fitness schedules, and building my strengths and skills, I started to embody the traits of an IB student. From discussing the ethical implications of political actions in my global politics class, dissecting the meaning of each line in the books Dr. B assigned, to working with my classmates and solving the impossible math equations Mr. Melendez gave us, I learned to commit and succeed thanks to IB. I am forever grateful for these life experiences that have made me more open-minded, principled, caring, and reflective. Each day, I am excited about being the lifelong learner that IB has instilled in me. Thank you. Maddie Owencroft is representing service and will be attending Exeter or Durham in the fall.
Thank you. My IB experience has shaped me in many ways. Not only have I made strong and meaningful relationships with other students that I will likely keep for the duration of my lifetime, but my academic abilities have also been positively impacted. I've become more of an independent learner by completing many challenging tasks, such as the extended essay and numerous internal assessments. Due to the fact that my IB experience has been predominantly international, it has allowed me to develop into a thoughtful and open-minded young person. I've developed a love for learning about different cultures, and this will forever be beneficial to my life. I would like to give a special mention to my anthropology class and Dr. Kubas for helping us to strive to become knowledgeable inquirers, as described in the IB learner profile. One of the most memorable parts of my IB experience has been baby bowls. Approximately 2 Saturdays a month, a group of students and I would go to Arlington Heights Elementary School and help young children with reading, writing, and other vital social skills. I remember all the way back to the beginning of junior year when I had first joined Gulliver. Mrs. Patterson and Mrs. Barrett were telling us all about baby bowls and encouraging us to join. Well, all I can say is that I'm so glad that I decided to participate, because not only has it provided CAS hours as it counts for community service, but it has been such a rewarding experience. For example, Seeing the smiles on those little children's faces as they talked about their favorite part of the book or mentioned grade improvements in their English classes. As well as that, seeing how accomplished they felt when they got to the end of a whole book and watching their passions for education grow. A memory from Babel's that has stuck with me is one day a student shared with me how they named their brand new puppy after me. This small gesture proved what a strong impact I was having on these children, even if I didn't realize it in the moment. I would urge anyone at Gulliver to join Baby Bowls, even if they cannot attend every single week, because to those young children, it makes a world of difference. I am forever grateful for the lessons that the IB program has taught me, as it has made me extremely grateful for all the privileges in my life, as well as developed a desire within me to participate within the Greater Miami community. I shall now pass over back to Mrs. Patterson. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to present our seniors with their IB medallions. Our IB program now boasts of having 896 graduates since its inception, and now represents more than 200 countries. Ben Abrams, Carlos Acosta, Etta Aker, Andres Alvarez, Audrey Apollon, Carlos Arrinda Ulivi, Ana Eichard Hoya, Marcelina Balaguer, Brian Benajad, Catherine Betridge, Alessia Bianco, Alessandra Bonadilles, Russell Busso, Anki Kai, Alejandro Calderon, Sofia Cancio, Max Clivio, Olivia Connor, Alexandra Cueto, Carolina de Laurencio, Filippo Di Franco, Catherine Dishington, Tomaso Enrico, Carolina Escobar, Lucy Fan, Maria Figuera de Melo Gomez, Laura Galvao Atarian, Blanca Garcia del Cerro Pereda, Melissa Gaviria, Katerina Giassian, Caio Gendler Corsini, Amanda Gonzalez, Valentina Graciosi, Viviana Gutierrez Caimari, Julia Izquierdo, Alina Jimenez Cala, Kiara Kamlani, Kayla Kraft, Nicole Krolak, Monica Leandro Ledesma, Adriana Lemus, Stanley Margenberg, Veronica Mayoral, Callie McKenzie, Eduardo Mendez, Paula Mesejo Di Maggio, Eric Mueller, Paulina Munoz, Devna Osdorfson, Maddie Owencroft, Victoria Pereira, Andrea Perez Ternant, Julia Portillo del Valle, Gabriel Ryder, Amelia Rich, Sophia Sacco, Isabella Saccharin, Connor Cezant, Sophia Silverwasser, Valeria Tordmo, Ashley Ubalijoro, Kiara Van Gerlach, Chuan Wang. Congratulations to the class of 2020. One of my favorite writers is from Senegal. Mariama Ba, a modern Muslim woman who had to fight to gain an education, as such things were not considered correct for a girl to partake in by her strict grandparents, into whose care she had been placed. Her father's insistence that she be offered the opportunity finally swayed them, and Mariama, the author and feminist, was born. In her book, So Long a Letter, Mariama addresses students with an inspirational lesson. You are students cared for by your parents. Work hard so as to merit their sacrifices. Enrich yourself instead of defying others. As adults, in order for your points of view to have credit, they must emanate from a knowledge sanctioned by a diploma. A diploma is not a myth. It is not everything true, but it crowns a knowledge, a work. You are very talented young people who are about to take the next step in life. As one of our former IB graduates, who is now in the hierarchy of Google, Alex Gomez Barboso, so eloquently said, the people that I met through the IB program are the golden ribbon that wraps up such an academic gift. IB represents the ultimate academic challenge and excellence, the opportunity of leadership, and the underpinnings for lasting friendships. As John F. Kennedy once said when we went to the moon, not because it was easy, but because it was hard. The IB taught me just that and granted me several invaluable gifts along the way. For this and many other reasons, I am proud to consider myself an IB student. Congrats, guys. We'll get together, I promise, and you're going to have a special little montage at the end of this presentation that we will be sending out to you since we were unable to take our group picture this year. So enjoy, and I'd like to now introduce Jonathan Schoenwald to do our closing. Good night and congrats.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for this special ceremony. So as IB students, you've read, presented, written, and argued. You've crafted an essay or two, including one that might have begun, to what extent? You've done service and you've wrapped your head around philosophers. In short, you've begun a true liberal arts education. I've been inspired by listening to your stories during your time in IB, which speak to the growth each of you has experienced over the past 2 years. What strikes me most powerfully is the expansiveness, the looking outward, the awareness of a world outside of oneself that each of you contemplate and feel deeply about. The fact that IB is designed to lead you to such realizations is an acknowledgement of how important it is for each of us to be equipped to understand the world using the liberal arts. To me, the beauty of IB is that it opens the world up and allows you to see it differently. Now, however, we see the world through a COVID lens. We see the world from behind our masks. We literally see the world from a distance. All of that will make what I'm about to say sound counterintuitive and perhaps dangerous. Nevertheless, my message to you is this: let the world in. You've gotten to this point where you are on the cusp of being an IB graduate by learning to see the world differently, and also by going out and affecting the world. Now is not the time to stop that. On the contrary, it's the time to throw yourself into the world and let the world come into you. I want to be clear that I'm obviously speaking metaphorically. I'm not telling you to take off your mask, stop washing your hands, and forget about social distancing. Those things are crucial, despite what the naysayers and the anti-vaxxers want to argue. No, what I'm saying is that now, more than ever, we need to figure out ways to reach out to the world, to understand that working in concert instead of reveling in discord is crucial for us to face the global challenges that affect us all. This crisis is testing more than our public health systems. It's testing our belief in participatory democracy in ways that we might not have expected. For example, is it a person's constitutional right to enlist armed citizens to help reopen businesses that the government has ordered closed? I ask because that's exactly what is happening in parts of the United States. Of course, this brings us back to Rousseau's social contract. In other words, what does the individual owe the greater good? Everything? Nothing? Who determines what is the right balance between the two? It's questions like these that are suddenly real, pressing, and in some cases, matters of life and death. Do these sound like IB questions? Of course they do, because these are the questions that are central to our existence. These are not philosophical. They demand answers from all of us, but they especially demand answers from you because, well, that's what you dedicated yourselves to for the past couple of years. So now it's your turn to let the world in, engaging in these debates, voicing your reasoned opinions, and making a difference. Not only will this benefit everyone around you, but it will also help you understand yourself differently, since it will force you to articulate your beliefs, your positions, and your ideas. Just because we're behind our masks doesn't mean we should close ourselves off. Now, like no other time, is when we need to engage. So put your IB education to good use and let the world in. Congratulations to the IB class of 2020, and thanks for joining us this evening.